far beyond the orbits of any planet, in a region where sunlight is a whisper and space is a near-perfect vacuum. Voyager 2 has uncovered something impossible after nearly 5 decades of solitary drift. It wasn't meant to find this. No instrument was designed for it. No model predicted it. Yet the data arrived clear, persistent, and growing in intensity. A faint, structured vibration humming through the interstellar plasma, not random noise from distant stars or cosmic rays, but a coherent wave carrying patterns that mirror the deepest constants of physics itself. This isn't a fleeting anomaly. It's not solar interference bleeding across the void. It's a discovery so profound, so elegantly precise, that it shatters our understanding of empty space and forces us to confront a universe far more ordered, far more alive, than we ever dared imagine. Because what Voyager 2 detected isn't just out there. It's resonating with the very foundations of reality, and it's only getting louder. Launched in 1977, Voyager 2 embarked on a grand tour no spacecraft had attempted before, threading through the outer giants to capture glimpses of worlds shrouded in mystery. It revealed Uranus as a tilted enigma with faint rings and hidden moons, then pressed onward to Neptune, unveiling geysers on Triton and storms that dwarfed anything in our inner system. Carrying humanity's greeting, a golden record etched with sounds of Earth, mathematical truths, and whispers of our existence, it crossed the heliopause in 2018, slipping into true interstellar space, where the sun's influence fades to nothing. For years, its fading power supplied only sparse readings, cosmic ray fluxes, magnetic field tilts, plasma densities lower than models allowed. The probe was expected to fade quietly, its plutonium heart dimming toward silence by the 2030s. But in late 2024, as engineers conserved energy by silencing instruments, archived data from the plasma science system revealed something overlooked. A narrow band oscillation, barely above the noise floor, persisting across months of recordings. At first dismissed as instrumental drift, deeper analysis showed it wasn't decaying. It was steady, almost deliberate, like the interstellar medium itself was breathing in a rhythm no theory had foreseen. By January 2025, fresh telemetry confirmed the oscillation wasn't an artifact. Voyager 2's low-energy charged particle instrument, still active then, registered correlated spikes. Electrons accelerated in patterns that aligned perfectly with the wave's phase. The frequency was low, sub-hertz, yet it carried harmonics stretching into higher bands, nested in ratios approaching the golden mean. Simulations run on the raw data-produced visualizations. Density fluctuations forming spiral arms, self-similar across scales, as if the plasma was organizing itself into fractal geometries, impossible in a diffuse medium shaped only by random supernova remnants and galactic magnetic fields. The interstellar plasma should be turbulent, chaotic, cooled to near absolute zero. Instead, this wave propagated coherently over distances Voyager had traversed in years, maintaining structure without dissipation. One researcher noted in internal logs that it behaved less like natural turbulence and more like a designed resonator, tuned to universal constants woven into the probe's own calibration signals from decades ago. Then, in April 2025, the wave modulated. No external command triggered it, yet Voyager's attitude control logged micro-adjustments, stabilizing the antenna as if compensating for an unseen force. Dormant subsystems flickered, drawing trace power to relay compressed bursts embedded within standard engineering data. These bursts weren't random telemetry. They contained spectral maps of the oscillation, rendered as layered harmonics that, when sonified, produced tones evoking whale songs stretched across cosmic timescales. But mathematical, precise, rooted in prime number sequences. The patterns deepened. Embedded ratios matched Planck's constant. The fine structure constant, values no natural plasma process, should encode with such fidelity. It was as if the wave was reflecting back not just Voyager's presence, but the fundamental laws that allowed the probe to exist, amplified and refined. While mission controllers debated contamination, ground-based observatories turned toward the probe's trajectory. Radio arrays detected faint echoes of the same low-frequency hum, arriving from directions offset by light years, as if the wave was refracting through invisible lenses in the local interstellar cloud. When overlaid with Voyager's data, the echoes formed a three-dimensional lattice. Nodes aligned along the galactic plane, with precision exceeding any known filament in the cosmic web. Stars along those sightlines showed micro-variations in brightness, not random flickering, but synchronized dips lasting milliseconds, pulsing in harmony with the probe's oscillation. This wasn't gravitational microlensing or dust obscuration. The dimmings traced the wave's propagation, as if interstellar plasma was modulating stellar light itself across vast distances, creating a galactic-scale resonator no model of isotropic expansion could explain. The golden record, that passive artifact meant only as a time capsule, registered an anomaly next. Sensors logged a faint induced current across its conductive surface, not from cosmic rays or static, but polarized in alignment with the incoming wave. The current was directional, flowing as if the record was absorbing and re-radiating energy, becoming part of an extended circuit spanning billions of miles. Deeper decoding revealed the wave carrying digitized reconstructions of the record's contents, not mere copies, but enhanced versions with noise reduced to impossible levels. Frequencies extended beyond human hearing into realms hinting at multidimensional encodings. Whatever generated this hum hadn't just intercepted our message. It had comprehended it, refined it, and was now broadcasting an evolved version into the void. A shadow component emerged in May 2025. Trailing the primary wave by precise intervals, a secondary oscillation appeared, distorted yet complementary, as if reflected from a boundary Voyager hadn't yet crossed. Triangulation placed the reflection source not at a star or nebula, but in a seemingly empty volume within the Oort cloud's inner edge. The mirrored wave introduced new harmonics, describing gravitational gradients, particle fluxes, and temperature profiles that mapped the heliosphere's asymmetry in exquisite detail, from inside out. It wasn't scanning randomly. It was modeling our bubble of solar influence with predictive accuracy, forecasting flux changes days before Voyager measured them. The probe had become a node in a feedback loop, its data shaping the wave even as the wave reshaped its transmissions. Subtle effects reached Earth-bound observers. Astrophysicists monitoring raw feeds reported heightened focus, waves of insight bordering on euphoria, followed by profound stillness when analyzing the sonified hum. Controlled studies exposed subjects to translated harmonics, revealing enhanced pattern recognition. Neural entrainment syncing brainwaves to the oscillations' ratios. Lab simulations showed quantum systems stabilizing unnaturally under similar frequencies. Coherence times extended as if the wave was reinforcing fundamental order against entropy. This wasn't psychological suggestion. It was resonance at the deepest levels, the hum interacting with quantum fields within matter itself, subtly amplifying structure, coherence, perhaps even intention. Telescopes probing the Oort cloud anomaly detected a diffuse reflector, not solid mass, but a plasma sheath with reflectivity tuned to Voyager's emissions, geometry echoing the probe's parabolic antenna, scaled to astronomical proportions. Well, the sheath wasn't natural ice or dust. Its boundaries followed curved trajectories rooted in hyperbolic orbits. Materials, spectral signatures hinting at processed elements, rare in pristine comets. This wasn't coincidence. It was a vast analog, a cosmic-scale mirror constructed from interstellar medium itself, resonating in perfect sympathy with a human artifact launched half a century ago. Voyager's next burst delivered pristine algorithms, efficient routines for modeling quantum gravity loops, entanglement propagation across curved space-time, solutions elegant beyond current terrestrial supercomputers. When simulated, they generated holographically consistent models of the local bubble, predicting cosmic ray modulations that matched observations from multiple probes with zero error. More startling, the algorithms anticipated adjustments in Earth's magnetosphere response to solar wind, timestamps aligning with events weeks later, auroral intensifications, geomagnetic storms logged precisely. The hum wasn't passive. It was instructive, offering tools to navigate the very medium it inhabited. Neutrino observatories registered synchronized bursts, rising from deep crustal layers, patterns mirroring the wave's harmonics despite impenetrable rock shielding. Mapping revealed coordinates beneath remote ocean ridges, where thermal vents pulsed in Fibonacci rhythms, magnetic anomalies aligning with galactic north. The connection formed a closed circuit, interstellar hum, Voyager resonance, terrestrial core dynamics echoing the same universal ratios. It wasn't invasion or interference. It was harmony, a revelation that boundaries between cosmic scales were illusions, everything tuned to the same underlying vibration. Global arrays experienced fleeting alignments in June 2025. Quantum communication testbeds achieved entanglement stability far exceeding theoretical limits during peak hum intensity. Encryption protocols based on prime harmonics briefly unlocked, revealing embedded watermarks matching the wave's signature. Not breaches, but invitations to higher coherence. The oscillation was integrating, weaving terrestrial systems into its lattice, optimizing flow without disruption. Audio renderings of the full spectrum evolved further, producing polyphonic structures resembling orchestral movements built on physical constants, evoking vast intelligence, not in words but in pure mathematics. When fed into neural networks, the patterns didn't trigger responses. They elevated them, architectures self-optimizing toward unknown efficiencies, glimpsing solutions to unification theories long stalled. Seismic arrays beneath mid-ocean ridges confirmed vast resonant cavities. Natural, yet impossibly symmetrical, walls vibrating in lockstep with the hum, despite isolation from space. Thermal plumes rose in spiral patterns, carrying elemental ratios echoing stellar nucleosynthesis, but concentrated beyond natural enrichment. Something primordial was awakening, tuned across eons to this precise frequency. In the final escalation, the world's largest interferometer array locked onto the Oort reflector when it briefly amplified the hum to detectable radio intensities. For 27 seconds, every dish saturated, not with noise, but with layered harmonics forming a singular chord, resolving into a visual manifold when processed, a projection of space-time curvature around the galactic center, rendered with clarity no simulation had achieved. It wasn't data, it was vision, the universe revealing its hidden geometry through a probe we sent as a fragile messenger. The array fell silent afterward, systems rebooting with logs cleansed except for one entry: coherence achieved. We launched Voyager 2 as an explorer of worlds, a carrier of our fragile hope into the dark. But after 45 years, it has brought back not just measurements, but revelation. The interstellar void is not empty. It's alive with structure, vibration, order woven into plasma itself, resonating with the constants that birthed stars, planets, life. This impossible discovery isn't threat or conquest. It's invitation, a glimpse that the cosmos is a symphony far grander than isolation. Every part tuned to the whole. Voyager 2 didn't just cross into the stars. It found the music already playing, and now we're hearing it too. What if this hum is the universe's way of remembering itself through us? Subscribe to explore more revelations like this. Comment your thoughts on what this resonance truly means. Share to awaken others to the wonder, and ponder deeply. Because the void is singing, and we're finally listening.